Dr. Dre's son, Andre, was found dead in August of '08. And authorities have been trying to figure out what killed him, and now after a pending, drug case and everything, they found out that he did in fact have an overdose of drugs. Heroin and morphine were found in his system.
Jesus. I don't know, man. That's kind of tough. And I wonder how you feel if you're Dr. Dre, because, obviously there's a lot of drug use in his songs, and they're songs, they're entertainment, and I would be shocked if Dr. Dre didn't smoke an occasional joint, right? But then, I know what the conservatives are thinking. You see that, you encourage the kids to do this through your songs, and then it happens to your kid. The flip side is the exact opposite is also true. You tell the kids, oh, don't have any sex, don't use any condoms, and then next thing you know, Sarah Palin's daughter gets knocked up, right? So both things happen. It happens to liberals, it happens to conservatives, it happens to entertainers, it happens to politicians. But I wonder if Dr. Dre feels conflicted at all at this point. JR, any thoughts on that?
If he does, that's something he'd have a problem with himself. I don't think he should. Unless, if it's based strictly on the entertainment value of what he does, no. Maybe if it's based on the fact that he paid no attention to his kid, or his kid was raised by someone else, and he doesn't know who, he just didn't have any self-confidence, or if something happened to him as a child, and he went to drugs or something. That maybe, just like any other normal, however old the kid was, 17, something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
However old the kid was, whenever kids do get into stuff, and they felt, maybe they didn't have their father around much. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe that's more of a possibility than lyrics and his music.
Well, here's the thing. By the way, I'm sorry, he was 20, the kid was, when he died. Now, we'll keep it real on the Young Turks, right? So, I gotta ask, though, does the music encourage it? That's what a lot of people would say.
Look, I don't know. Who am I to know? But if you're growing up listening to your father, as a young boy, you grow up idolizing your father. You know what I mean? And you basically want to practice what he preaches. And you see your father, he's a superstar, and he's rapping about taking drugs and stuff. Look, I love Dr. Dre's music. It's awesome, and I have no problems with it. But whether or not it actually influenced his son to, take drugs and actually do what his father raps about, that's a possibility. I don't think that it's something that should be brushed off.
I think 0%.
0%.
The fact that he is his son, and if he idolized his father, knew who his father was, he knows firsthand that all that is bullshit. All that's bullshit. Do you really think Dre was walking around shooting up morphine and heroin? Hell no. Dre had the Chronic.
No, but the thing
is... And then people who don't know Dre say, oh, I see the Chronic album, and then they do stupid shit like go off and do other drugs and do all this extra stuff and then OD and do all the stuff they do because they think that what Dre's talking about is for real. The people who are actually near these people know that this is entertainment. It's like your father's an actor, and it was Denzel Washington, and it was in Training Day. He was a crooked cop, so his son must grow up and be a crooked cop and do all this stupid shit. They know firsthand that it's entertainment.
No, but look, you're not going to do stuff around your son, though. It's not like, hey, son, let's do the morphine together, right? So he might have thought his dad did some stuff that he didn't know about. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I think it's a stretch. I think it's a legitimate question, but I think it's a stretch. I listen to Dr. Dre, and I don't do morphine and heroin, right? And I've been listening to Dre for a long, long time. Now, on the other hand, it's his son, which makes it a little different, which is what Anna was saying, because he thinks, wrong way, because maybe he doesn't see him enough, and so he thinks maybe my dad's doing this, and let me try to live up to what he's doing.
The fans don't get that it's entertainment, and even if it began with a lot of the way, say, like when NWA started, they talked about stuff that actually happened on the streets and where they came from and all that. But they're rapping about stuff that was for real, that they weren't necessarily doing. Yeah, they talked about shooting people and all that stuff. That was when gangsta rap originated, but do you really think they were shooting people every weekend and then going out and doing all this shit? The rappers that actually shoot people end up in jail just like anybody else does.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, except they never did catch who killed Tupac or Biggie. But I hear you. Look, bottom line on it is, don't get me wrong. Most people who listen to this stuff know it's entertainment. They're not going to take it seriously. And people who wind up ODing, a lot of times, and I'm being a little broad here, but a lot of times they got other issues, and they had massive issues with their life that didn't have anything to do with a song, even if it's a song written by your dad, right? So overall, no. I think it's an interesting question, but Dr. Dre, all right, not guilty. Okay, and we feel bad, of course. Your son died. That's terrible.
Right, definitely.
So, you know, I don't know.
Are you going to tip a 40 for him? For his son?
Okay, I'm going to leave.